What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy Dan from DigiGuard United, bringing you guys the third week of Tamers Battle Leagues. Technically, it's second week, just because last week it didn't fire off. But it's second time in a row. No Adrian. Guess what? I am the permanent TBL meta snapshot person now for us. No more Adrian. Who knows when he's gonna be back? But it's your boy now. So we're gonna hop right into this. Talk about it. Tamers Battle League number 52, which was last Wednesday, I believe it was. Got a variety of decks this time around. We got Gallon as the winner, Purple Hybrid second place. Shout out to Law playing my deck. We got Rocks with that Ancient Guru that we're gonna see again, and Gogeta 87 Red Hybrid. Cool to see some different decks this time. Winner, we got Gallant. Usually Gallons now. I think Gallon's starting to become a little bit soft on which ones you want, which ones you think is better for the deck. You can still play a little variety, as you see with this new Guilmon. This is the BT17 one, I think it is. Yeah, if you have a Calamon or Tamer with Takado's name and the name is played, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k or less. If this is affected, then delete gain of memory. Not bad, right? Got your searchers, you got the rush one, you got your Gil X, who's another searcher for your deck. As you see, he's not running the protoform, he's running just regular X antibody, which is really good. I think the regular X antibody for a Galamon is better, in my opinion, than protoform, just because the nature and the aggressive nature of the deck, the way you want to run the deck, in my opinion, is just all about swinging, and getting rid of stuff on board. So it's pretty good. What else we got here? Your different Growlmons. Man, I think people are sleeping until we get the new Growlmon that lets you play a Takado from your hand. I think people are really sleeping on that for now. I think obviously, we don't have the BT19 one yet. Ah, damn, I messed it up. All right, anyways, we don't have the new one that lets you do that lets you play the Takado for free. So I think the old one is still needed for right now. Not playing that, in my opinion, seems weird, but hey, I don't run the deck, so maybe people know what's happening for them. That's better for them, I should say, than I do. You got the War Gradic play Takado as well. He lets you, when Digivolve, trash top 3 cards of both decks. Then auto play has 5 or more cards, and then trash, you may play one Guilmon Takado. So here's your Takado player, basically. He doesn't have that restriction, but I mean, hey, a Growlmon that can do it early on, I don't think it's that bad. Anyways, the BT12 one just lets you Evo into Galamon for 1 less, which is not bad off the Evo. Then you have the War Growl X that's also second attack +1 underneath, and then plus 3k, and then delete something else as well. Running Secret Galamon, running BT17, and obviously 3 Gallon X's. I think that's the 3 best Gallon cards you could be running besides Crimson. We're gonna talk about that separately. For the deck, Gallon X just so good. I've been playing this card in a Numon deck. Shout out to man, I always forget his name. TCG Tamer or something like that. That's where I saw his deck profile. Pretty cool. The card is cracked, right? Being able to just give yourself plus 4k and then neg 4k on something on your opponent's board, and until the end of the turn as well, which is really good. Then when Digivolving, end of attack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 10k or less. If this didn't delete trash, your opponent's top security card. And then unsuspend, super strong. And then obviously he has that cool protection. If you have 0 or less memory, he is unaffected by Digimon effects, which is pretty good. Card's cracked, in my opinion. This is, out of all the support, finally got something that was really good. And now with all the support it has, deck is a tier 1 menace now, I would say. Then obviously the rest of your options are just stuff that searches, trainings, mem boosts, a scramble for that comeback mechanic. And because you have the Rush Guilmon, you can arguably play that. I believe you can play the Rush Guilmon at least. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, 2k less. He is 2k. Cool. So, you give it rush, then you play it off this, give it rush, and then you can like Evo up the chain if you need to, or do like the Takado end of turn Evo. into Galumon, and that's a pretty cracked, in my opinion, combo to be able to do, and that's all for free when that happens. That time comes, and you get that instant comeback mechanic. Pretty cool. Next, a deck that's near dear to my own heart, Purple Hybrid. Shout out to Loft again in second place for this. Purple Hybrid had to change a little bit. You can't really run the APOC version as much because it's a tad bit slower, where a format where Galumon could take out 5 checks in almost 1 turn, basically. Easily do 3 guaranteed, it feels like. So the deck had to change. The deck had to get a little bit faster. Deck has more win now buttons, with Guillemon having rush for game, Louis with rush for game, as you see in this one. Ginkaku Promote is another one. Ginkaku Promote is really cool in the sense of, if you don't have a Velgramon and you go into like Dustmon, you can Evo Promote over for 1, and now you're able to at least get your inheritable to play a Tamer out for free. And so when it dies, cool, you can still get the effect, and you're able to get, you know, Matt, Koichi, Louis if you need to, which is really, really cool if you're missing out on the Velgar. And if you're on Velgar, you can beef up your Promote as well if you need to, like if you're just stuck for some odd reason. It's pretty cool. He is running the Argomon. This lets you shut down opponent's Tamers. So, you know, you Evo for 5, but if you suspend for every suspended Tamer, you reduce the Evo by 1. And then your opponent's Tamers can't unsuspend at all, which is really strong, especially in the mirror match, especially against other Tamer decks. So, you know, red hybrid, blue hybrid, really, really strong. Nidhogg's for the trash ability and gain of memory as well off the trash. And the one Gallant, he is not running, again, he's not running the Lament. I think if you're going to be running Galumon or even Medieval Galumon, you should run the one Lament at least. So in a pinch, in a time of pinch, you can grab Gallant that you need it for free. Well, for 3, I should say. And then play Gallant for hopefully for free, you know. He's not. Option wise, Calling, Deathslinger, Jack Raid, 2 Miss Mem, a Purple Mem, 3, what's it called? Rivals. Man, I think you need to up the Deathslinger count, in my opinion. Just have the more consistency of seeing it to be able to mill, gain the memory, and also for 4 costs to kill something, it's pretty easy. 2 Koichi, 4 Koichi, 3 Matt, and then the Star Deck Matt. I think for Purple Hybrid, you don't really need that one as much. I don't think it's as important. You have so many ways of gaining memory, and you have already the OG Matt for the memory tamer setting, so it's not as needed. It's cool, but it is what it is. Like, that's why he only has a 1 of. Again, for me personally, I wouldn't run it. I would run another Deathslinger in that spot instead or something. And then the one Louis can be played off of the Dustmon when it dies, potentially go for a game, or even if it's early game you have to play it, then you always gain like free memory every time you raise, which is pretty good. Next, we got this Boff deck. It's the same person, Rocks. He's been running this. He's been killing TBL with this deck. This is the same deck as last time. No changes, I don't think, from last time we seen it. You're able to just, you know, go to Gabu, go into promo, Lobo, Evo to Agent Angar, and then bounce something, remove security, and like pop off, right? He also has the Louis, so you can potentially do the same thing on the same turn. If you have Uko in the back, you raise, hatch, put a Gabu. If you have multiple mats, play Louis, raise Gabu, gain multiple memory, multiple draws, and like pop off. Really, really strong. I'm surprised he doesn't run the Searcher Uko, just so you can have that consistency of always hatching an egg and go faster. But hey, it works. It works pretty good for him. So what else? Anything else that's different? I don't see anything yeah, he's not playing anything different from last time. Next is Red Hybrid. This is, I think, Gogeta's 4th place one. He just came back from a long hiatus of Digimon, playing a pretty good solid deck in today's game. He's playing the AncientGarurumon version where he has the promo Agunimon. So you go promo Aguni, Evo into even the new one lets you swing 2 checks, right? So this is second attack +1 on it, and then obviously you could delete something on deletion, blah blah blah. But he is also running the OG one, so this one gains second attack +1 for every hybrid trait in source and Greymon name, I believe it is. And so this can stack up if you have, you know, if you go on regular, not regular, but like the BT17 stuff, you easily go swing with the Burning Gray, go to the Goonie, go into the Burning Gray, into the Ancient Gray. Now this thing is swinging for what was it, 4 checks, I think it is, potentially. I think it counts as Tamers as well, maybe. No, it doesn't count Tamers. Super strong card, like you just OTK people out of nowhere for sure, and pretty fast. And he has Omni for game, so you know you deal all those checks, Omni for game, GG, no read. Option wise, it's pretty standard for your red hybrid deck nowadays. Pretty cool. And analog youth. Oh, he run analog youth. Okay, yeah. So when your Ancient Gray dies, you tap your analog youth, and you know you gain your memory at the end of the turn, which is pretty strong. I don't know if he knows there's a way to save your Ancient Gray off the Takato effect, something like that. I forget which effect it is. There's a way, there's a little loophole in this deck where you can keep your Ancient Gray on board. He also has this as well. I just realized the Gigasmon. This one has Rush, so you can go, if you EVO over the Dual Tamer, you can give it Rush and then swing for game because the end of turn effect to be able to swing. Pretty strong. Next, we're going to talk about Friday's TBL. This is TBL number 53 from last week. And notice the same name, Rocks number 1, AncientGarurumon. We're gonna get real tired of this deck because this man has been a menace with it, man. Then we got It's Mac with Gallon. We got Coach with Doragora, of course. You know that's the only deck he runs in the game, I feel like. And then Sturmlong with Gallimon. So we're gonna hop into it, see what these decks looking like. I'm sure we already know what Boff looks like. Yep. Exact same deck, man, has not changed at all. Why change? Why was it? Why fix something that's not broke? You know, pretty good deck in my opinion. It seems like, you know, AncientGarurumon could come back. You know, I don't see why not. The deck has never been bad. It's just Mirage and Imperial, and you know, you have all those other decks that's really strong. It slowed down with all those hits with the Louis hit, with the Hammer Spark hit, and so. That chilled out in the Uko hit, obviously. So AncientGarurumon kind of chilled out, but man, the moment what's it called? A ban list comes out and they decide to hit up like Imperial, Mirage, and those decks, this deck can easily come back to the forefront and be tier 1 again. Right now, it's probably considered tier 2-ish, maybe. But the deck is still really, really strong in what it can do. Next, we got another Gallimon deck. This is, who was it again? It's Max Gallimon. Hey, look at that. He is running the Growlmon I was talking about. This is the Growlmon, the BT12 one that says if you don't have a Takara in play, you may play a Takara from trash, which is really good in my opinion. Being able to do that is really good. And then he's running, what? I'm confused. Is this the BT9? Yeah, it is BT9 Guilmon X. Okay, that's weird. So this is all right. So when did you all delete when your opponent is 3k DP or less? Add a 1k to the maximum DP you can choose with the DP based deletion effects. That's inheritable. I don't know why he's not running the new Gil X. Gil X is so much better in my opinion. Maybe he just didn't have it. I don't know. But he has 4 Gallon X's, so him not having it seems off. But hey, it worked out for him, I guess. He's also running. He's running the OG Star deck. This is the original Warper. So if your opponent has a level 6 or higher, they can evo into a Gallimon from hand for a memory cost of 4, which is not bad. If you think about the play, if your opponent has it, you raise this Gallimon, you put this X antibody underneath, you evo. You have to keep turn, my fault. I was thinking about the play too much in advance. If you have the memory to do it, you can evo into what's it called? Into a Gallimon. It has Blitz from Takato. You swing, yeah. So I was thinking it correctly. You swing with Gallimon, since it would have Blitz if you got the Takato out. You swing, you evo into Gallon X, and now you're doing Gallon X shenanigans, which is really good. Super strong. So I can see why it's getting played. What else we see? We got the Searcher, we got the BT17 one. What is this? This is the BT9 Growl X he's running. He is not running the new Growl X stuff, which is crazy in my opinion. So this allows you to increase your DP threshold again. So I guess that's why he wants to delete as high as possible and not worry about it. I don't think it's necessary, but I mean, if it works for him, it works for him. And then the War Growls, the same as usual, the same Gallants and Crimson mode. And then your Searchers, Scrambles, XAMI stuff, and then one old Tocado. Is that the old one or a new one? No, that's a new one, my fault. So this gives it, this is the Warper. And then this one is the one that gives Blitz. Pretty cool. Interesting deck list. Next we got Coach again, right? This is Coach again. Yeah. This is Coach TERRORIZES again. Or am I bugging? I might be a bugging. Yeah, no, I'm bugging right now. All right, cool. Anyways, so we got Coach's TERRORIZES deck list. We saw him kill it last time because we was watching it, I believe. And this deck is probably the best black deck currently right now in the game. It's just very weird. It just loses it hard loses in my opinion to certain matchups like Purple Hybrid, and then Mirage can bounce things with like no problem. So you don't gain those unleassions, which is for the deck, you know. What else we got? This is like kind of your usual black base stuff. He's not running anything that's too crazy for the main stuff. And then you got Mega Gargo Aces. I remember seeing this card pop up and doing a lot of work for him. Kind of doesn't expect it if you don't search it, right? People won't expect it. This Mega Digimon allows you to Digivolve things as an inheritable, which is pretty good. And then when attacking, you could blow up Tamers as well. Super good. And then he's running, you know, whatever other Dexter or Gora stuff. Two black scrambles and one purple scramble. Interesting. No searching, which is crazy to me. For Kosuke, he's alright. He's a memory setter. You need it if you're gonna be running this. I think it's this one. Yeah. Start your main by placing one Kosuke from your hand as this Digimon's bottom card. Until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't leave the battle area other than by deletion. So that's definitely needed for for decks, so like blue decks that can bounce everything for sure, because you want to die, you want to get deleted, which is super important for the deck to do their shenanigans, and that helps it, right? Anyways, this Kosuke does, what does it do? Mind link to, you know, Digimon X Antibody SOC all turns while Digimon has the trait piercing and blocker, looks like, which is pretty good. And then he's running Marvin. This allows you to trash cards to gain a memory. So you can trash all your SOC. You can trash all your Dex versions of your cards because you want them to trash most times anyways. And then you gain a memory for it. And then he gives jamming and blocker. So pretty good. And then the one, Yuji, if you move a X antibody from breeding to the battle area, you gain a memory and draw, which is not bad. And then the cool thing about it, because everything, or at least most things in this deck list is X antibody trait. So when you're attacking, you can place an X antibody trait card from your hand under this Digimon for 0. So probably most times he's placing this Doraemon to gain that memory if he needs it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. And finally, we have another Garurumon deck. And off the rip, this looks crazy in my opinion. This man is trying to cook. I don't know if he's actually chefing or he's actually burning. I can't tell what's going on because this deck looks crazy. Let's just dive into it, right? First off, he's running the Garurumon, which ain't bad. I can understand why. So when you play this card from your hand, reduces play cost by 2 if you have Garurumon on board, which is alright. And then when one of your Digimon Digivolve, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory and draw 1, and then gains 3k. So you kind of, you know, cool if you have the Garurumon out and you play, you know, do a little cool things. He's running the BT17 one that matters with Garurumon, which is cool. Searcher, OG, Garurumon, and then the Gil X. So this is your Searcher. This is the one I was talking about before. Surprised that other deck lists did not have it. Next we see off the rip is this Gesomon. why. This is crazy looking. So he's a blocker, which is cool. On play when Digivolving, your opponent may trash one Digimon card in their hand. If they don't, gain one memory. I mean, this deck doesn't do anything about your opponent's hand size, so like, all right, like I guess it's gonna be a free memory for the most time, anyways. Your turn while your opponent has no Digimon, this Digimon can't attack. And then inheritable, all turns one turn when an effect places an opponent's Digimon. When an effect plays an opponent's Digimon, gain one memory. Again, it's a bit weird. I don't know why you run Garurumon in this deck, especially the way Garurumon works. But hey, in the comment section, if you're seeing this, if this is your deck, let me know what's up. Who is it? I forget who it is already. Stormlong, if you see this, let me know why you're running this. Anyways, moving on, he got, you know, your usual growl stuff. This is the BT12 one. This is the one that plays the Takato. This is the BT17 one that can delete some to 4k less, gain plus 3k be done. All turns value is 0, add 2k to DP based, growl X, normal stuff. What is this? BT17 one, not bad. Your usual war growl stuff. And next, oh my god, Medieval Garurumon. Garurumon, I guess you can play this in this deck. Like, sure, like this man just trying to be cool and run everything. You got Medieval Gallon, you got the Secret Rare Gallon, you got BT17, then you got Gallon X and Crimson. Oh man. And then he's running IPM. I mean, I guess you can Evo over Medieval and Gallon X. No one will ever expect that. That's for damn sure, especially in a Garurumon deck, which is crazy. Then his options, it's looking crazy again. So Crimson Blaze makes sense. 1 training, 1 boost, 1 scramble. My god, he went thin on your searching. And he's running Trident Gaia. This ain't a bad card. This is definitely something to be considered if you're running a red deck, in my opinion, with Garurumon running around. Main, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. If a Digimon with 13k of DP is deleted, trash your opponent's security. And then security effect is the same. And then, what? So we got the 3x antibody, sure, no problem. And we're running Odin's Breath. When an effect trashes a card from security stack, activates main effect. Cool, whatever. I guess maybe in the off chance in the mirror, their Gallon X trashes this, I guess. I don't know. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon effect. Digimon gets -3k to the end of your opponent's turn. Then if there's 6 or fewer total cards on both players, security stacks all your opponent's Digimon getting second attack -1. Which is not bad. I guess for 5 cards you can play only if you have Gallon X on board. Again, it's not like you're ever going to be placing it, so you're just hoping that your opponent trashes it sometimes, especially in the mirror match, and then it will stop their plays, which is cool, I guess. I just, man, to me, that's like another deck card in your hand. You can't do anything until you're at Gallon X, and this version is looking real bricky in my opinion, having all these one-ofs, trainings, mem boosts, all these other options as well. Garurumon to me is a brick. Like, sure, you can Evo it over Gil X, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he went one of each Takato, and then he even went a 2-2-1 split on his GG mods. Man, he was like, I want to try every single thing out in Garurumon. I've never seen a deck list like this. I mean, I guess it worked for him. Kudos to him. Love to know why you made your choices you made. But with that being said, that is it for TBL Snapshot, Meta Snapshot. If you like this comment, if you enjoy this content, I should say, hit that like button, subscribe to it, and you'll see more stuff like this from us in the future. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.